and welcome to a sort of different video on my channel from what you normally see. But before I start, I need to say that I was heavily inspired by another video made by the VirtualEconomist called What is your dream unusual? The word inspired doesn't really fit here. I think blatantly stole is much better. So I blatantly stole how this vid was done and changed only some stuff in the script to make people who watch this think that I'm very original. Okay, now for real. Yes, I took a lot of inspiration, but it's because it is a very well made video. Funny thing is that that video was also inspired by a video made by Dr. Lovecat, Why Do You Play TF2? So yeah, my video will be very similar to one made by VirtualEconomist, but the topic will be completely different. By my first video with my voice in them So Scouts Arsenal and Scouters sets, you might have noticed that I really like discussing how different weapons should be used and sharing my opinion why do I like them or not. So I thought of the idea for a question to ask community members which would be connected to weapon subject, and I came up with what is your favorite weapon? Come on, everyone who has played this game for a few hours or more should have at least tried some of the weapons that are in game and have a weapon that they enjoy the most. So I gathered 10 people from TF2 YouTube scene to say what are their favorite weapons and why. With that being said, let's get into the video.
Hey, Scouter, this is me, Zenomite. I'm giving you the soundbite you asked for. I believe you asked what my favorite weapon in TF2 is, and as I've often stated in the past, my favorite weapons in this game are weapons that incentivize precision, weapons that demand that you actually hit your targets to deal damage or to have any sort of effectiveness with them. And of course, 3 of my favorite weapons in this game, as I've mentioned before, are the direct hit, the Loch-n-Load, and the Crusader's crossbow. However, if I ever had to pick a favorite child from any of these 3, it would have to be the Crusader's crossbow, and not just because I'm a medic main, but because this weapon is infinitely satisfying to use. There are 2 best parts of using this weapon: nailing long-range crossbows on friends or foes, and nailing close-range crossbows on friends or foes. Mid-range is kind of the easiest place to hit it, I feel. But close range is very satisfying, especially when you can just hit someone with a burst of 75 health that would save their life. They would have died otherwise. And long range feels amazing because holy shit, it is flashy as fuck to have somebody suddenly reach 150 health without them even noticing you're there. It's like you're fucking Batman. It is cool as hell. And of course, the long range kills are just, oh, Jesus. Here is actually a clip that exemplifies this. I was playing against a script kitty who I think was using the classic, so he's just body shotting all over the place. He knows I'm there, obviously he can see through walls, and I see him peeking over, but he doesn't have line of sight on me yet. So I let him hit me with a body shot, so he'll think that my health is lower than it is. Takes me down to 105, I grab the health kit, he assumes that a 113 health body shot would probably kill me. He doesn't know that I've grabbed the health kit because he's an idiot. He body shots me again and I nail him with the crossbow in midair. This is the biggest reason I love using this weapon. That was infinitely satisfying, and that was a super long range kill as well.
Hey there, I'm Dr. Lovecat, also known as Meme Dog, and I'm here to tell you why the Cozy Camper is a really good weapon. Well, first of all, if you're wearing a Cozy Camper, that indicates you're not equipped with the annoying Donger Shield, also known as the Pussy Shield. The Cozy Camper contains a jar of crocodile piss, a live koala bear strapped on begging for freedom, and a possible Vegemite sandwich inside the bag. For real though, the Cozy Camper allows me to be independent in the game with no need of a constant pocket medic, as much as 4 health is regenerated per second and flinching does not occur when the rifle is fully charged. In overall, this item allows me to stay in my right positioning on the map the whole time without having to run around looking for a health pack and being mistaken for an enemy spy.
Hands down, the Eyelander would have to be my favorite weapon in the game. I'm a huge fan of the high risk, high reward weapons, and none are better at it than the Eyelander. This sword requires you to play it safe and start off with picks and light targets, and makes you more of a supporting role tasked with simply protecting the other team members and finishing off opponents. But once you get to 4 kills and reach your full potential, there is not going to be a lot that can stop you. For a full Demo Knight, you are now up to 235 HP, plus whatever resistances the shield gives you. There is something super satisfying about cutting through soldiers and other demos like they're made of butter. Being a melee-only tank like this, you have no problem being up close and personal with your enemies and leading an advancing push, protecting teammates, dividing an opposing push, or just going all around and getting one kill after another like a madman on control points or King of the Hill. An Eyelander Demonite, preferably with the charge in charge for maximum resistance, is the perfect all-around support class that can on the fly switch his roles from leading a charge to defending a point. Also, here's a little trick with the Eyelander. Switch to your grenade launcher and sticky launcher outside of spawn after collecting 4 kills. Needs to be outside of spawn or it will reset. Then, after you've switched to your grenade launcher and sticky launcher, hit a resupply cabinet and bam! Now you have 210 HP, but you're a stock demo man. Basically, it's a direct upgrade from stock, and Valve should really fix this, shouldn't they? Oh well. I guess another reason I like it so much is I just like Demo Knight over Demo Man any day. When you're up close and personal like that, and especially with the screwed up melee hitboxes, when you get a kill, it really feels like you earned it, rather than just spamming mouse 1 and mouse 2 down a narrow passageway. An Eyelander with full heads and a charge in charge is also a hard counter to Soldier and Demo Spam in general, so that's a huge plus side. While other swords are more preferable for a Demo Knight playstyle of only going for picks and one-on-one fighting like the Zatoichi and the Persian Persuader, once an Eyelander hits 4 heads, there is almost no reward for only going for pick kills, only giving you a little 15 HP restored on kill. At that point, you are more about tanking damage and taking out dangerous targets that are trying to flank your team, and just the whole team supporting role in general makes an Eyelander Demo Knight actually really viable in regular battles, and I really like being a team player.
My favorite weapon out of every weapon actually goes to one of my least played classes, the Sniper. And while I think many people will give me flack for saying that I really love the Huntsman, I truly do love it. When I think of a primary weapon that's mechanically different and fun to use, I always go straight to the Huntsman or the Crusader's crossbow. It's not meant for every situation, but a good close quarters Huntsman will have the enemy even more afraid of poking their heads out for the dreaded luck factor that it has, which I never really understood myself. There are plenty of weapons that we spam around corners and sightlines to get extra damage. Rockets, pills, flamethrowers, stickies, predicting anyone with a bullet weapon, and you get it. I think it's just because it has that headshot mechanic attached to it that we feel this way. If that wasn't there, I doubt this weapon would have the notoriety that it does. But its quick damage ramp up and its arcing make for a lot of opportunities for a fun time. Well, for you at least.
Hey, I'm Lukey Pooky, and I'd like to say my favorite weapon in TF2 is the Force of Nature. Before I even played the game, I remember seeing a Rubber Fruit video called "This is what happens to the annoying fan scouts." In this animated Gmod video, a scout is firing the Force of Nature like a machine gun, destroying everyone in his path before being brutally killed by Lewis from Left 4 Dead. I really wish this would happen to scouts who use the Criticola. Being a scout main in nature, my memory of the video drew me to the Force of Nature when I started playing the game. I love the Force of Nature primarily because of how awesome force jumping is. It allows you to navigate maps in a quicker, more satisfying fashion, and it can just make Scout a hell of a lot more fun sometimes. Nothing feels better to me than jumping up to where an enemy doesn't expect me to be and then blasting them flying. The weapon does have its drawbacks, mainly its tendency of being unreliable for situations where 2 shots doesn't cut it, which I do run into a lot, and sometimes for this reason I feel safer with the scattergun, but regardless, this weapon will always have a special place in my heart. Thanks for having me, Scouter.
Hello gentlemen and gentleladies, my name is Sir Stanger, and my favorite weapon has to be the grenade launcher, which I know might come as a surprise to some people seeing as I'm a spy main. However, I just love using the grenade launcher. I can't really describe it. There's just something so satisfying about the way that you use it and the way that it deals damage and just like how much skill it takes to land direct pipe shots. I don't know, there's just something about it. I just love the way that it works and everything about it. I will forever believe that landing an air pipe will probably be the most satisfying thing you can possibly do in TF2. Obviously, it's just a personal opinion, but man, I just love playing Demo Man also. He's my second favorite class in the game. And I know that I myself am not the best with it. You know, I don't always land direct shots or anything like that, but it's those, I live for those moments when you actually do land those direct shots and it just like 3 people explode because they were standing too close to each other. And you know, those are the TF2 moments that I keep playing the game for. That's what I live for right there.
Hey guys, my name is Alex and welcome to my part in Scouter's video. And my favourite weapon in TF2 is easily the back scratcher for the pyro. Not only does it do 25% more damage than any of the other melees for the pyro, but you get 50% more health from health packs when it's equipped. And yes, it does say, as the only downside on the weapon, that you do get 75% less health from healers like medics when it's equipped. I don't know if it's when it's equipped or like when you have it out. It's one of the two, but that's actually really useful, especially in comp situations, as it helps medics build uber much quicker. So essentially there are no real downsides, but obviously it can't compete in parts of, like, sometimes in some other melees there are better attributes, like how the power jack makes you go faster, and that obviously is the most popular choice, I would say, for melee for the pyro. But I just think the back scratcher is the best because there's no real downsides and it does a ton of damage and it gets you a ton of health. And also it's great for team play, so there's no real downsides. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you over on my channel. Bye.
My favorite weapon would be the Loch-n-Load grenade launcher or iron bomber, because to me, hitting pipes directly just feels so good when you hit them. 100 damage directly, no BS, just clean, good damage. It's just so satisfying to land those, though be it sometimes a little bit tough. But that's what you can build up to.
Hello, my name is Davekillerish, and one of my favorite weapons is the Quick Fix. The Medic is the healing class, it's in his name, so being able to heal people faster than the other team's medic is always a bonus, and it's always something that I've really enjoyed about the Quick Fix. The Quick Fix allows you to heal 40% faster with a 10% faster overcharge rate. To balance it out, the max overheal amount is cut in half. I admire the Quick Fix as the weapon that gets people to stop spamming E.
This way, come on, man! Medic! Come here, sweetheart!
And gets your team to actually focus on fighting. And it's also a Pocket's dream weapon. Being able to save both yourself and your medic when you need to get out is a great tool for higher level play. Healing at nearly double the default rate and during Uber 340% faster than stock is certainly a great tool to have on your team to maximize healing. Stat-wise, it's great, but what brings it over the top for me is the fact that this weapon was used in the Meet the Medic short by Valve, and it looks really cool. On the topic of aesthetics, the spinning gun also changes the medic's backpack to the same one that was used in the Meet the Medic short. So on top of this weapon's viability, it was also used in my favorite of the Meet the Team series, which was obviously Meet the Medic. The healing potential of the medic is what makes him a unique class. He doesn't have a rocket launcher or a sentry gun, he has a medigun. Personally, I enjoy healing my team with the quickest fix in the game.
These were all 10 YouTubers I got for this video. I hope you enjoy... What do you want? I'm recording! What do you mean there are only 9 YouTubers? I think I can count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Oh shit, what do I do now? Improvisation! My favorite weapon is definitely the Babyface Blaster. The reason I started maining Scout was because I enjoyed his mobility. And so Spice can backstab me, which I hate with passion, just like Spice overall. That's why there is almost no spy gameplay on my channel. And this weapon takes it to a whole new level. It makes you so damn fast that people won't even see while you are killing them. You can also use the speed to get to health pack after the fight. It's more of a high risk, low reward though, since you lose a lot of speed on taking damage, have base movement speed penalty and less shots, and overall it's pretty shit for now, but getting kills on full speed is just so satisfying. I cannot think of any weapon that I like more. So please, Valve Scouts non-stock primaries, especially this one. It would make my life so much more beautiful. And that's all for this video. If you want to check channels of YouTubers who appeared in this video, links will be in the description, with links to videos about them from Steal His Look series, where I price sets of TF2 YouTubers, as well as link to a video made by VirtualEconomist which inspired me to make this video, and link to Dr. Lovecat's video which inspired VirtualEconomist's video, which inspired my video. Leave feedback of what you think of this type of video, and tell me if you think I should do any more collabs in the future. I hope you enjoyed this, and see ya next time.